Okay, and we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. I see that there are people already joining us. So I'm gonna just ramble on a little bit here in order to give more people more time to join. A little quick introduction about myself here. My name is Diego. You can see that because it's written right down my picture here, Diego from my German university. I am Brazilian and I came to Germany to do a master's. So I consider myself very prepared to talk about this whole subject because I know a lot of you are looking ways to come to Germany and find the right study program. And I can tell you right now, you're doing the right thing in coming to webinars, reading as much as you can, and learning more and more. I will share my screen a little very fast. I will try to be as fast as I can because just to be very clear, I am the least important person in today's webinar. So if you're here today, you already know you came here to learn a little bit about how to study business administration in Germany. We have scheduled 3 panelists today. Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵 it seems a bit late. She might join us a little bit later, but regardless, we still have Professor Dr. Stefan Detscher and Abubakar Hejaz from different sides of Germany. I will let them introduce themselves later. They'll talk a little bit about themselves, talk a little bit about the programs and their universities. So I just want to quickly tell you a little bit about my German university. If you're here, you already know about us. We are Germany's largest database for English taught study programs. This means that if you want to study in English in Germany, we have probably the best resources in the country. We do that, we try to help you in 3 comprehensive ways. One, we have many articles in different languages. As you can see here, more than 150 comprehensive articles. We talk about how to study, how to find the right study program for you. We talk about what is life in Germany. We talk about how to get scholarships, which I know big topic for all of you. So if you're interested about that, or if you want to learn more, please check out our articles. Besides that, we do webinars. That's obvious. You are attending one right now, so you probably knew that already. We have many specific webinars about different types of programs, and we also have subject webinars where we talk, for example, how to use UniAssist, or we talk about how to get scholarships, or we talk about how to find the right study program for you. Just take a look at the website, sign up, and you can have access to that. You can come, we can answer your questions. We're gonna have a great presentation. Just ask around. Finally, this is us, very international team. Again, I'm from Brazil. We have people from Peru. We have people from Germany, obviously. We have people from Georgia. So very international and very prepared to help you navigate this. Now, this I'm gonna go over very quickly. First of all, if you want to find programs, just check our study finder. Go to our website, go to the study finder, and you're going to see a lot of different drop-down menus. You can search by subject, you can search by university, you can even search by city. So maybe you want to study in Berlin, maybe you want to study in Bremen, maybe you study in Munich. Just play around with filters, and you're going to learn a lot about how to find the right program for you. You can also check the subject page, and that you can have a bit of a broad overview of different subjects and also what are different application admission requirements. You can see how the rankings work, or you can search by tuition fees. Again, plenty of little things to play around and learn what is the best option for you. Well, this is our usual pro tip, finding the right university profile and the right study program. This is a very personal thing. And I know that a lot of you are going to ask questions today about how to find the right study program. This is a personal journey. We just try to advise you that the answer a lot of times is not just looking, oh, this is the cheapest, or oh, this is the best ranking. You really have to see, oh, maybe this program has the right professors for me. Maybe this program has the right methodology for me. And you're just going to have to learn alone about that. This is very quickly the difference between university and University of Applied Sciences. While universities tend to be much more traditional and research and theory-based, University of Applied Sciences are much more application-based. However, this doesn't mean that University of Applied Science, you're not going to learn theory, and that doesn't mean that on university, you're not going to get hands-on on learning things. This really is differences, very broad differences, but you really have to check out the program and the university to learn more about it. Again, I already talked to you about that. And this, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves later. And again, from different sides of Germany here, Professor Dr. Stefan Detscher, Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵, hello, thank you for joining us. As you can see, after Professor Stefan, Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘳 is going to talk about her program. And finally, Abu. Questions, and this is important. If you have any questions today, please use the Q&A function, which is down here. You cannot use the chat. You probably realized that by now. The chat function is for us to send you links and for you to get information. If you have any questions, go to the Q&A and either me or anyone here of the panelists will answer your questions. If you're not answering your questions, don't be afraid. That probably means that either there's a lot of questions and you're going to answer by the end of this, or maybe we are holding those questions to answer in live. And after the webinar, even then, if your question wasn't answered, again, don't despair. You can always contact us, email us at My German University, or email one of the universities here, and they will have a more comprehensive answer for you. Now, I already talked way too much. Professor Stefan, 50 minutes, please take it away. The floor is all yours.
Yeah, many thanks to you, and yeah, good afternoon, everybody. And I'm very happy to speak to you today and give you a little bit an overview on our digital master study program at 𝘱𝑢 in Germany. It's a 100% online study program, so that you can join it from all over the globe. And of course, it's 100% taught in English. Very shortly about our university. It's called 𝘈𝘥𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘴𝘪𝘯𝘨 University. We are located close to Stuttgart in Germany, in business administration, top ranked at the different national rankings, of course, accredited. And we have built up in the last 6 years the Digital Business School, which consists of 12 professors, 35 experts from the practice side, and brings together digital management expertise. We have also top evaluations on platforms like StudyCheck, got awarded as outstanding talent developers. That's what we do. What is specific about our university and our program, also compared to many other programs? It's a program of continuous education, means you can stay in your jobs of up to 100%. So this means if you come from abroad, you can continue working in your country, still earn money, and start in a state-owned German university beside your job. So you earn money, can acquire a fully fledged Master of Science from Germany, for then later on having a German master degree for entering the European and German work environment. And that is the specialty of our university. We have the so-called academy, who is managing all this. We have more than 30 programs on that, and ours is one of them. Shortly about myself, Stefan Detscher. I'm heading the Digital Business School and the Research Institute, Digital Business Institute. Myself has experience of more than 15 years in digital business, entrepreneurship, and digital consulting. What do we offer? Our study program is a Master of Science in Digital Business Management. It consists of 11 course modules plus a master thesis, and it contains 90 ECTS, so that you have a fully fledged master, which makes you eligible for PhD and DBA programs. Admission criteria is a bachelor level degree from wherever university in the world, but it needs to have at least 180 ECTS. What you could do if you say, okay, a full master is too much, or I have not a fully fledged bachelor, could also follow just 5 courses. When you reach a diploma of advanced studies, just follow 2 courses, certificate, or you can even participate in individual courses and get a certificate from our accredited and state-owned university. That's what we offer. Most of you most probably are interested in the master. Therefore, of course, we focus on that. Here you see our curriculum. It consists of 10 course modules plus the master seminar. And those course modules, they are rooted in 6 core competence areas that are important for somebody getting a specialist and expert in the area of digital business. The first competence area is digital business with digital business innovation. That you learn about new business models, how they evolve, how they can be developed. Then the next module is digital business planning, steering, valuation. Then you also build up your own business planning framework, learn how to evaluate those businesses. All of those courses are strongly case study project based, so there are always input sessions from our professors and lecturers, and then you work in small groups and online collaboration during the semester on projects. Come to the second competence. That's AI, artificial intelligence and analytics. Then we have a course module on AI-based customer experience management, so everything about a large language models, about chatbots, about avatars. You're going to also configure an own avatar so that you get really acquainted with the technology. The other one is about machine learning, big data analytics. That you build up your own data model. With the help of our professors, you get intensive coaching on that so that you get really acquainted how predictive big data analytics works. Competence area 3 is the Web 3, an immersive web area. You learn about blockchain technology, about Web 3 based business models, so where goes the next generation of the internet, and immersive web, meaning everything what's about 3D, augmented reality. You also develop your own prototype. Important to know, it's a business degree. You need to configure and apply technology, but you need not to program. So don't be feared if you have not a bachelor in information technology. Competence area 4 is on digital leadership and transformation. It's a course on digital leadership. We have also there an AI-based simulation game on agile leadership so that you can try and learn how it works. Plus there are coaching sessions from our expert lecturer. And you learn about digital business model transformation and digital transformation of organizations and teams. Then area number 5 is digital marketing and sales. Digital marketing strategies, digital branding, growth hacking, these are major topics you're going to learn there. And you're going to learn about digital sales and e-commerce. That's very important business model in the digital world so that you get acquainted with them. Then in the final semester, you're going to focus on your master thesis, and you're going to have seminar on digital research, on academic booking, so that you can really run a very well-sounded master thesis. Is it on exploratory research, or you apply it as a project very strongly to your job, to your field of work? And then you're gonna finalize with the master of science. Who you're gonna learn from? And what's important for our faculties, half of the people teaching in the program are senior professors from our university. You see them here, experts in different areas. The other half of our lecturers are experts from praxis side who do projects every day. These are people on the level of executive managers, of senior advisors, of CEOs. So you learn really from people on a very senior and experienced level, who have at the same time quite long training and teaching experience. What we also offer is quite much beside the curriculum. So we are present at events like today, but also ask our study advisors. I'm going to show the contacts and you're going to see them on our website. You also see them here in our chat, Florian and Yannick. We always have practice inputs in addition to the lectures, the so-called digital management talks. There we have people coming from Google, from other big companies, really bringing fresh knowledge in addition. The research methods seminar, what I already described, also supported by an AI-based tool. And if you graduate, you're gonna be part of a very strong alumni network, which is especially strong in Germany, can help you to find a job in Germany if you want to migrate from your home country after the graduation to Germany, or even already during your study program, because you get more and more knowledge about Germany if you follow the program. Good thing is you need not yet to learn German because the program is in English, but of course for working in Germany, it could be helpful that you also work on German language knowledge. Frame conditions of the program. We start twice a year, yeah? What is showing that we have quite many people wanting to study, therefore we can start twice a year. The next time we start end of September, on the 27th of September is the start. The next one is then end of March, but if it's too short in September, you could also start in October, November, because we are quite flexible with the intake. Yeah? So just apply for the program and we will arrange with you in which of the courses you can start. There's a lot of work with our e-learning platform, but we also have synchronous live video sessions. And for each of the courses, typically have 4 courses per semester, is on Friday afternoons from 4:15 p.m. Central European time on, and on Saturdays from 8:30 a.m. But we also have very good learning materials available. The nature of the program is primarily online. You need not to come to Germany for study. As it's a continuous education, you can also not qualify for student visa in Germany. It's important to know. You could migrate to Germany if you then take up a job here. Big advantages: you can still work in your country, you can still earn money till you have a new job. So that makes the financing much easier than for full-time programs. Early registration pays off. We have total 20 master student places per semester, and they fill quite quickly, and we make the admissions by a first come, first serve basis. Possible degrees: the Master of Science, 90 ECTS, 2,950 euros per semester for 4 semesters, or you pay monthly, 495 euros, and some examination processing fees. In many countries, you can deduct it from the tax beside as it's beside the jobs. Certificate, diploma have smaller price levels. You're anyhow gonna get this presentation and find information on our website. Starting dates, I already mentioned the 27th of September. You could register for the program till the end of August, but also flexible start during the semester is possible. Next official intake is in summer semester then, end of March 2025, application deadline 28th of February. And if you have your bachelor not from Germany, but most of you have, we are university in Baden-Württemberg, and there is a country-wide admission body. There is the link which is checking your bachelor degree so that you get the admission to our university. If there are any questions, let us know. But if you have bachelor of at least 180 ECTS, 3 years at an accredited university, wherever it is in the world, it typically works. Now, that's important to know. Then to come to sum it up a bit, our USPs. We are system accredited. We are top in the rankings, cover the innovative topics, strong faculty coming also from renowned institutions. We have an own digital business institute for research. We have an own book publication in Springer. It's very project case study based. You could even go to a summer school in Barcelona if you want that and replace one of the courses with us. We are quite strong in career development. We have an alumni program. All that is part of our studies. And coming to an end, here you see our contact persons. You can contact myself as a study program director. 2 student advisors. You see them here also as participants, Yannick and Florian. And for admission, we have Susanne, our colleague, who's also helping with admission with your bachelor degree so that you can enter the master. And that's it from my side. I say thanks a lot and we're open for your questions. And here you see for informations, hfw.com/dbx, there you find more information.
Thank you so much, Professor. That was great. Also incredibly on time. Congratulations. So next we have Dr. Hedda Sander, but you can still keep asking questions during the Q&A. And just to remind everyone, we will have a little time by the end of this webinar to ask more questions, just so everyone knows. Dr. Sander, the floor is all yours. You can share your screen, you can, and I'll give 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I can come back.
All right, let me share your screen first.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. That should be the one, I think. Somehow I don't seem to get the screen a little bigger here. Just wait a sec.
It is full screen for me here.
Okay, it's full screen, so you can see full screen.
Yes.
That's fine, then let's get started and not waste any time anymore.
Oh, good.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Hedda Sander, and I come to you from right the middle of Germany, from the heart of Germany, actually, from a little town called 𝘈𝘥𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘴𝘪, which nevertheless hosts the University of Applied Sciences, Ostfalia University, and the so-called Center for Scientific Interdisciplinary Risk and Sustainability Management at the Ostfalia University. As you can see from the title, we are actually engaged in offering a holistic master study program. It's called Sustainability and Risk Management. It's a Master of Sciences, which is actually perfect for professionals who are employees already, because it's online. You can study part-time, and we will try to cater to your needs as we go. I come to you from the board of directors of this aforementioned center, which is affiliated to Ostfalia University. So let's take a closer look into this. There we go. Let's talk a little bit about our motivation. Our motivation is, as you can see from the title, sustainability, concern about sustainability, concern about tomorrow, and still concern about economy and society going on as they are. So one of the motivations here is to teach the next generation how to act in a sustainable manner. And for that, we actually joined the mentioned PRIME here, the Principles of Responsible Management Education, which is a member of the UN Compact, actually. And the United Nations Global Compact is a worldwide pact concluded between companies and the United Nations to make globalization more sustainable, more social, more ecological. It was actually done in 1999, around the turn of the millennium, and the operational services were started in 2000. So quite some time ago. Why are we still at it? Well, if you look at the environment here at Germany right now, you know that we are going in Europe through this green transition period. We have had the Green Deal with the European Union. And for the Green Deal, a lot of obligations need to be fulfilled in order to change the society to be more sustainable, to prevent or mitigate climate change that is going on. We want to be part of that. And actually, if you follow that up with our course of study, you will see that afterwards, after you gained your degree, you will be much sought after as a sustainability officer. Because right now, all through the European Union, sustainability officers are looked after. They are needed in businesses, they are needed in administration, they are needed at the audition companies, they are needed anywhere, actually, everywhere, actually. So as I said, parent organization is Ostfalia University, location Wolfenbüttel in Germany. And here there is a link I provided to you. Oh, by the way, don't bother writing anything, because I'll give all this set of slides to our kind moderator afterwards, and he can share them with you. So here is the link to the website where you can learn more about it. And as you can see, this caters about 7 sustainability goals, like no poverty, health and well-being, affordable clean energy, economic growth, industry innovation, sustainable cities or communities, and climate action at the same time. So we are involved in that, and let's see how we do that. So what you're expecting right now is, after a brief overview and interdisciplinary view, some course details. Then we'll take a sneak peek. We'll take a sneak peek into our online lectures and to the Moodle view, because Moodle is a learning platform we are usually employing. Then I'll talk about costs and course materials. I'll talk about registration and requirements, services, and career promotion afterwards. Let's start with the overview. I already took you by the hand and showed you a little bit why we are doing what we are doing, why we implemented this course of study, which is actually a pretty unique one. And I think the graduates will be much sought after later. And if you look at it, the reason behind it is the sustainability and risk issues are closely interrelated. And nowadays, everybody is asking, are we heading to our end as human species? What is happening? And if you look at the little cartoon here, we had COVID, then the next wave was the recession. The next wave was talking all over the world about climate change. Next wave, thinking about biodiversity collapse and the end of the human species. Plus, you can see in this little bulb here, be sure to wash your hands and all will be well. Of course, that's not how it's meant to be. And we want to change that to create more awareness about all these issues. If you look at the Global Risk Report 2024, then climate-related and environmental risks overshadow all the other ones. If this Global Risk Report was taken in October 2023, they asked about 11,000 people from leading institutions, administration, companies, business, and so on, about what they are worried about most. And the current risk landscape 2024 said that 66%, so 2/3 of all the people asked, were concerned about extreme weather events and what it would do to economy, to society in general, and so on. Then over half of people were mentioning AI-generated misinformation, which is spreading all over the world right now. And I personally believe that we can do a lot to stop that if we just stick to scientific facts. And then the other risks are in turn societal and political polarization, which actually is an issue that comes out of misinformation, the cost of living crisis, and cyber attacks in the future. And if we go on a little more, we can see from all this information, the sustainability and risk are complementary views, like two sides of a coin. And that we have, in order to be sustainable and still try to keep society on track, we have to avoid short-termism and to create some sustainable value chains. So if we take a look at it, all over issues are right now concerning us climate change and natural resources, which will be not endless anymore, as we know. So we need to tackle this with all we have, with economic thinking, with technological progress, with political regulations, with our social setup, our legal setup, and of course, our human resources. And if we pair the risk that we perceive and often tackle with short-term measures with long-term sustainability thinking, trying to reap long-term benefits, then we will have to tackle, we can address long-term risks as well, like climate change and things like that. Now, how are you going to do this in a course of study? The Sustainability and Risk Management course offers complementary views to create ESG solutions that actually carry. At first, and that would be the first of 5 semesters, each semester has 15 credit points to serve actually people who are already employed professionals. So in the first semester, you will hear about legal foundations for sustainability and risk management. That will be the first column here. The second column, the red one here in the middle, is all about risk management. And in first semester, we'll talk about risk identification, quantification, risk governance, and tools. Now the green column here is the sustainability column. So all topics in here, and as you can see, they all go through all the semesters. We'll tackle the topic of sustainability. So here we'll have social responsibility, sustainability strategy and reporting. And then we have this orange column here, and it's headed application. So here are application workshops, 3 in a row in every consecutive semester. The special thing about it is that you will put all you have learned to task here in some practical application, which may be affiliated to what you are doing in business. So you can actually say you want to prefer a certain topic and we'll cater to your needs there. The interesting part is that you will work together with your contemporary students, maybe older ones, maybe younger ones. So it's a peer-to-peer learning, not only within one cohort of a semester, but throughout the whole course of study, so that the older ones can give something to the younger ones too, since we believe in mixed learning like this. Second semester, also 15 credit points. We'll have risk, culture, and communication in the red column. The green column would be economic thinking and sustainable finance, plus the first application workshops, because by now you can actually tackle one. Third semester will be again at the risk theme, risk leadership and strategy. At the sustainability area, intercultural management, also including conflict management and marketing, with an application workshop to go. And semester number 4 will be interdependence of risk and technology in the risk column here. The sustainability column will offer you sustainable development and compliance, and a third application workshop, which is the last one you will be offered prior to your master's thesis in sustainability and risk management, which will be 30 CP in semester number 5. Now this here is just a mirror image of the course information that is available on our 𝘗𝘪𝘵𝘩 website. Again, here is a link which you can look at more closely if you're interested, if I could raise your interest for this. So please visit our website here. That's a sustainability and risk management master course of study. It was started in September 2020. By now we are having the first graduates, and believe me, they are already working straight from the study to the office. It's hosted in the Faculty of Law, duration 5 semesters. The language is English, and we do have German and American and European lecturers. It's quite an international course of studies from different areas, which is thought to be good to cater students' needs from all over the world and to welcome you. We start in the winter, but also in the summer semester, and the deadlines for registration, that's important for you, the 15th of July for the fall semester and the 15th of January 2025, that would be for the spring semester this time. The costs, the total costs are 15,000 euros. So they can be paid in 4 rates of 3,750 euros. And most of the time, the employers actually for our students paid those rates. So ask with your employer whether they need some sustainability officer going on, and whether they can support you with some help and support with the costs of 15,000 euro for this course of study. Let's look at some course details. What are you getting yourself into if you're coming to study with us? There we go. We said the first offer for a lecture is Legal Foundations for Sustainability and Risk Management, laying the foundations actually. So there will be a short introduction to sustainability and risk management as a challenge in the light of climate, but also past financial crises. The basic legal foundations, legal concepts of law, and then we'll look at kind of a pyramid like legal foundations, supranational, European legal foundations, German legal foundations, and selected legal foundations in other countries, but also regional state legislation. Plus, a case study will be held by the students. That will be the requirement to pass the exam. Another one is the next one, the next lecture from the risk column, the red one that I showed you in the middle, risk identification and quantification, governance and risk tools. The table of contents here would be, again, the introduction to sustainability in concert with risk management, looking at business models and management analysis. Then the climate risk analysis and the challenges that we still every day see in practice, and assessments of risk of insolvency, all covered in this lecture. Application workshops, that was the one I was talking about. Students made some proposals themselves as to the topics, and here are some of them selected here. Now, this would be a short view of our platform. As we see, we record, like the Zoom meeting is recorded, every lecture. This is how it looks like. We like to interact in a seminaristic way, as well as having lectures as usual. We do have virtual students rooms. We do have the announcements to keep in contact with you. We do have the course materials with certain templates for you to work with, academic writing and selected readings. Let me skip this one here because it's not that important. We have already been talked about the registration requirements a little earlier, so let me skip this one here. Just think of the next application deadline, which will be January 15th next year. Plus, we do have a career promotion after you have finished, and you will experience excellent job opportunities like sustainability manager, officer, or chief sustainability officer, as many of our students could testify to you. And now I am open for questions.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I rushed you, but great presentation. I also like to highlight, just as Professor just said about counseling and Professor Stefan said about networking. These two things are incredibly important here in Germany, especially for international students. So I would really take up on that opportunity. If you are an international student coming to Germany, these are valuable assets to have. Anyway, so final presentation, Abu, you can share your screen. And after that, we can have, if anyone has any questions, please, still Q&A is open. And we have like a final round after Abu's presentation.
Yes, thank you, Diego. Great, very good. Welcome, everybody. My name is Abu. I've recently joined 𝘱𝘢 University. Previously, I was working for a Dutch university, and also I've worked with some British universities. So I'm very happy that I could represent Germany here today. I will be talking about NIT and also Hamburg University of Technology. So a little bit about Germany, Hamburg, and why TUH and NIT. Well, I don't need to say much about Germany because most of you already know that Germany is an excellent educational destination, a lot of opportunities, quality education, quality of life, etc. And Hamburg is a gate to the world because traditionally Hamburg is a port city, so it has been welcoming international citizens since centuries. I'm talking about Hamburg because we are based in Hamburg, and Hamburg was named as 10th most livable cities in the world by The Economist in 2017. Hamburg is also the second largest city in Germany after Berlin, with 570 euro billion economy, about 500,000 inhabitants. So it's a huge country. And we're very happy that we are among the top universities based in Hamburg. Obviously, Hamburg is also a cultural and business hub. And NIT, Northern Institute of Technology Management, is a business school at NIT. The Hamburg University of Technology was founded in 1978, and we're very proud that 25% of total population at our university are from international backgrounds. So we are among the top 4 universities in Germany in terms of internationality. Also among the top 10 technical universities in Germany, and obviously for computer sciences as well. We do take part in several rankings, and from next year, you will see us also on QS rankings because we will start taking part in the QS ranking since this year. What we offer, obviously, today's talk is focused on business education. So I'll mostly talk about our MBA program, but out of so many programs we offer one MBA in English, 16 undergraduate programs, and 27 postgraduate programs. Most of our courses don't have a tuition fee, except of our MBA program. And also for MBA program, we offer several opportunities of funding, financing, scholarships. In Germany, probably it's important for you that there are different layers of education. At the very bottom, corporate education; in the middle, University of Applied Sciences; and then universities of research, technical research universities. If you graduate with a master's degree in Germany, you should be earning about 48,000 euros approximately per year. With an MBA, 60,000 euros per year. In this way, your return on investment should be 2 years. Whereas if you study at the NIT, and NIT has a close cooperation with a lot of big companies, whether it's McKinsey, Boston Consulting, Lufthansa, Airbus, some of our students should be earning 100,000 euros, sometimes even more per year. In this case, return on investment is just a year. So this is important, of course, for students. I have taken some screenshots from different students of us who are working at different companies, whether it's BCG, whether it's Equity, whether it's Tesla, Shell. So our students are working at several different companies, including Lufthansa and Airbus. So this is great for you. These are some of the successful entrepreneurs from our university. At the business school, we have students from across the world. So you can clearly see that there are a lot of students from Asia, also from Latin America. So we have quite an international community at our business school. NIT was founded in 1998 because Germany not only needs talented engineers, but Germany also needs managers. People who can generate value and create money and lead teams of engineers. So therefore, NIT was established, and that's our aim to train the best best engineers and taught them about management skills. I will not go into detail about our curriculum because everything is listed on our website. I encourage you to please check our website. You can also book an individual appointment with some of our study counselors. Please book an individual counseling session with us so that we can go more into detail. But obviously, when you are studying with us, you may also take some complementary courses as well in data science, in legal aspects of technology management, digital supply chain, coding. So it's a comprehensive, proper management education we offer. You may combine your Masters of Business Administration with one of our MSc programs, whether it's in data science, computer science, mechatronics, chemical, bioprocess engineering, and environmental engineering. That makes your profile very strong because companies will really look for students who have an MSc plus an MBA, and you are a rare talent in Germany, and big companies will be after you. A lot of companies come on our campus to already recruit these students even before they graduate. Well, you also may do an MBA, just part-time MBA during the week. You can do an MBA full-time during the week or combine it with one of our MSCs we offer. So there are several options for you. Approximately 80% of our students at NIT, at the Northern Institute of Technology Management, work during their education. And most of them work with our industry partners. And we have many industry partners, and they often have a lot of job opportunities, part-time work for our students. And of course, you can earn approximately 1,700 euros. Germany have recently allowed students to work 20 hours a week. So it's a great thing for international students. Admission requirements, well, for non-EU students, we expect you to have at least 80% of your grades in your undergraduate degree. So we're really looking at the top 20% of students. So if there are total 100 marks in your undergraduate degree, you must have obtained at least 80% and above. For India and China, APS is required, so you need to verify your degree. IELTS, we need 6.5, a TOEFL 90, both academic. For the double degree, the application window is only 1st December to 1st March, and that's it, full stop. Whereas for single degree, non-EU students can submit an application up to 15 July each year, and EU students can apply until end of September. And obviously, the tuition fee is the same. Entry requirement is different for EU and non-EU, of course. We need a motivation letter. Every student will go through an interview. And if you are looking for a scholarship, you will have to go through a second interview with one of the companies who will finance your tuition fee. So 26,750 euros for the entire program. Some students need to do 120 credits because their education is not sufficient enough, mostly from very select few non-EU countries. So traditionally 26,000 euros for the 2 years program. Obviously, the public transportation is included. There is no extra tuition fee or anything for the materials, for the books, or for reseating an exam. You can submit an application online. There are portals. There are a lot of options with us where you can get a loan or you can apply for a scholarship. Obviously, there are scholarships through DAD. There are industry partners who will offer you a full scholarship if you're a talented student. Why an industry partner will offer you a scholarship? Because they potentially see you as their future employee. That's why they will pay your tuition fee. There is no binding contract, but there's a hope that after your graduation, you potentially will join their team. We also offer loans. So you may take up to 15,000 euros loan through a German bank. We are one of the few universities in Germany. We can offer tragedy finance as well, up to 50,000 euros as well. So please get back to us to know more details about it. Yes, obviously, if you graduate with an undergraduate or postgraduate study in Germany, you should be eligible to stay in Germany up to 18 months. And of course, within these 18 months, if you find a job which pays you approximately 40,000 euros a year, you can stay, become a permanent resident in Germany, and potentially become a German national in the future, because Germany really needs talented engineers, and we very much welcome you. If you have a talent, the German economy will welcome you to stay and contribute in the economy. 97% of our students will find a job quickly after they graduate. There are a lot of counseling sessions. Many companies come twice a year on our campus to hold job fairs, but I have to hurry up. We provide on-campus accommodation, 400 euros, everything included. Of course, you can take advantage of Mensa because it's a public university, so you can get discounted meals at the university. The gym is there, subway, metro, supermarket, parks, everything is nearby. This is the business school is really located in the middle of the university. And this is the entrance of the business school. I always buy my breakfast here, €1.80. I don't think so you can find a sandwich anywhere else for €1.80. This is the apartment you will be staying for 400 euros, fully furnished, has everything you need, cupboards, it has a fridge, it has a small kitchen. Everything is included. There are 6 community kitchens where you can cook together. These are outside of your apartment. You can do a barbecue, watch a movie. There are a lot of activities happening on campus. Companies come on campus, do excursions. So it's a quite lively and excellent community of international students. So we're very much looking forward to welcome you at a very vibrant city of Hamburg in Germany. And now, of course, collectively, together with my colleagues, Dr. Stefan and Dr. Hada, we can answer your questions. Thank you, Diego. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Well, great presentation. Honestly, if anyone's convinced from the sandwich that's 180, I don't know what's going to convince them, right? Because that's incredible. So anyone here, if you have any final questions, please go ahead. We are waiting for your questions. In the meantime, if there's no questions, maybe if you all don't mind, I could ask something, because we've been doing this for a while and I see a lot of questions repeat themselves. So first of all, and very quick, if you don't mind answering, scholarships. That's always something that every student wants to know. And I'm telling you right now, everyone here watching us, Germany offers a lot of different scholarships, and you can look for them. There is different foundations, different institutions that can finance your students if you fulfill the requirements. However, specific scholarships or help that the university can give, anyone wants to answer? Maybe Professor Stefan first, then Dr. Hede, then Abu.
Yeah, regarding our study program, the system is a little bit different than the full-time programs, because it's continuous education. People have typically full-time jobs, so they are not in need for the subsidies and are also not entitled for those. That's the point in our program. What people get instead in many countries of the world, including Germany, is that all the fees are fully tax deductible. Yeah, in Germany, for example, it's more than 30% typically. So that's the systematic in our program.
Dr. Hede?
Yes, I can say yes to that. It's as my predecessor described, we don't give scholarships because this course of study is actually intended to help people who are already fully employed. They can afford the fees. And so they are not eligible to any scholarship. And it's true about the tax deductibility. And most of the time in the home countries of the people, there are some deductibility issues as well. So I would advise people to look at those a little more closely. It would be different with a bachelor course of study, but we're not talking about that here.
Perfect. Abu?
Yes, we encourage students to apply for scholarships. We offer scholarships. We have a lot of industry partners. For instance, it's a Procter & Gamble, or Lufthansa Techniques, or Airbus, or other companies, because one of our motto is also to attract talented engineers from around the world. You've recently seen DAAD and German Minister of Education have launched series of different initiatives to attract talent. Students graduated from top universities to come and work and live in Germany. And these companies sometimes really need someone in I don't know, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, bioprocess engineering. So therefore we have scholarships, and that's why we offer loans as well. So there are opportunities, yes, and of course sometimes we can offer a scholarship as a school, and a lot of time it's the final decision of the company, of a partner company, because companies truly need this talent from around the world. So therefore they offer scholarships. So students can study for free, and then of course they have a job as soon as they graduate at the same company where they offer them the scholarship.
Perfect. It seems we actually have one question here. It's a very general question, but Eto here asked, what should I do when I receive an acceptance letter? I think first of all, you should celebrate that you got accepted in a German university, but maybe starting with you, Professor Stefan. Well, someone got in. What is the next step?
In our case, the next step is to prepare for the study program, so that you plan in all the sessions. In our case, beside the job, get a little bit acquainted with the topic so that you are ready to start. Yeah, so that's the only thing to say. If the acceptance letter is there, the hard way is before, with all the acceptance of the foreign bachelor degree and so on.
I think as soon as you get an acceptance letter, the first thing you do is immediately book an appointment at the German embassy, because it can be sometimes, that you have to wait such a long time that your intake is gone. So book an appointment, start looking for housing immediately, because housing is also another problem. So these are two very important things. And of course, all universities have an orientation week. So we will prepare you. There are online sessions, pre-arrival sessions. I think your visa and your housing are very important after getting your acceptance letter.
Fair enough.
Maybe I should add that our course of study is online, so you don't need to go through the embassy steps. But if you want, we do have a hybrid course of study. So if you want to be in Germany in person, then you would have to do exactly that. And you would have to contact us so that we can see whether we can book some university housing for you for the time being and so on. But the course of study is not actually meant for residents, so it's online. You can just stick to celebrating and afterwards working hard.
Perfect. I would also add that depending where you're from, the visa requirements might be different. I'm from Brazil, for example, and it's different requirements to get a visa than, for example, someone coming from India. So please be aware of that and inform yourself about depending where you are. You should check very well how you get a visa. Now, I see there's not a lot of other questions. We're running out of time. So last remarks, if anyone wants to share anything, final advice maybe. Let's start with Professor Stefan, then Dr. Hedde, and finally Abu.
Yeah, so my advice is, be open for digital technology, learn the management side of them, and that's, I think, a good entry into, work in Germany and the European Union.
Okay, we would like to welcome you very much in a course of study that actually combines risk management and sustainability issues, which are most important issues in the nowadays world now. And I would encourage you to actually go to our website, check out all the links, and then get in contact with us to get some personal counseling if you're in doubt.
My advice for you is to come prepare. Be thankful that you've got an opportunity at one of the best countries in the world. I've studied in the US, in the UK, and I know they will charge you much higher, probably double, triple, sometimes 5 times more than probably a lower quality than in Germany. And I'm not just talking in the air. I've seen it, I've experienced it. I've done a master's in the UK as well. So appreciate that. Complete your education. Come here. Germany will certainly welcome you. I'm from Pakistan, and I know that I was surprised after 16 years in the Netherlands when I moved to Germany that how welcoming German economy and the German job market is. So it's just a brilliant country. So come with an open mind and perform well in your studies and stay in Germany, work here. We need you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Then everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, everyone watching here. I'm going to close the meeting, and personally from my German University, all the panelists here, thank you for your kind words and all your advice. See you next time then.
See you.